for taking out your precious time and being present here with us. My name is Dhwani Karya, and it gives me immense pleasure to be standing in the capacity of your host today. Listing of a company, as you know, is a crucial step for moving forward, opening new doors for opportunities and growth. As you all know, BSE is Asia's first and fastest stock exchange in the world, with the speed of 6 microseconds. Yes, 6 microseconds, and one of India's leading exchange. Over the past 143 years, BSE has facilitated the growth of the Indian corporate sector by providing it an efficient capital raising platform. BSE is also the first listed stock exchange of India. As of today, close to 5,500 companies are listed on BSE, making it the world's #1 exchange in terms of company listed. And now, to tell you a little about Deccan Healthcare Limited. Deccan Healthcare Limited was incorporated in the year 1996. The company is into developing, manufacturing, and marketing a broad range of healthcare products. With an operating history of more than 2 decades, Deccan Healthcare Limited is primarily known for the premium range of nutraceutical, Ayurveda, and cosmeceutical products. In the present competitive era of medicines and food supplements, they aim to distinguish their identity by focusing on ways to bridge the nutrition gap, which is a recognized cause of many diseases. This company has identified over 50 diseases, 50 consumer wellness goals, and over 200 diseases. 200 is a big number, ladies and gentlemen, that they have found out, which can be prevented by meeting RDA of micronutrients, and have innovated and developed cost-effective products that are unique and differentiated to combat such diseases. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that light and brightness has always been equated with faith and positivity. So to kickstart today's proceedings on an auspicious note, we'll be now having the lamp lighting ceremony. And to do the honors, we have an esteemed gathering amongst us. And before I call them, let's have a huge round of applause for Deccan Healthcare Limited, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, as I rightly said, we have the lamp lighting ceremony, and may I please call forward the following dignitaries to please do the honors. Mr. Ajay Thakur, BSE Head, BSE Limited. We'll be having that, but before that, we'll be having the national anthem. So it's a request to all our guests to please, rise and shine so we can have the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to do the lamp lighting ceremony, we'll be calling the following dignitaries on stage. Please put your hands together for Mr. Mintu Purushottam Gupta, Managing Director and Promoter, Deccan Healthcare Limited. Then please put your hands together for Mr. Hitesh Patel, Promoter and Non-Executive Director, Deccan Healthcare Limited. Then we have Mr. Yezdi Jal Batliwala, Chairman and Non-Executive Director, Deccan Healthcare Limited. Then we have Ms. Meenakshi Gupta, Whole-Time Director, Deccan Healthcare Limited. Then we have Mr. Mahavir Lunawat, Group Founder and Managing Director, Pantomath Capital Advisors Private Limited. We also have Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Managing Director and CEO, BSc Limited. And Mr. Ajay Thakur, BSc Head, BSc Limited. With this lamp lighting, we hope our prayers reach the Almighty and the power within us to be the best, to be a winner, and to succeed always also burns bright. It is considered a very, very auspicious thing in India to be kickstarting the event with a lamp lighting ceremony. Yes, this calls for a photo op. Thank you so much. May I have all the dignitaries to please come to the dais. Please, all the dignitaries to please step forward to the dais. Let's have a huge round of applause for all our esteemed gathering amongst us. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, may I please request Mr. Ajay Thakur, SME Head, to please come and say a few words. Let's have a huge round of applause for Mr. Ajay Thakur.
To give the welcome address.
Okay. Before him, we'll be having, for the welcome address, and to welcome our guest, please invite. Please call forward Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Managing Director and CEO, BSc Limited. Let's have a huge round of applause for him.
Mr. Gupta, Mrs. Gupta, Mr. Karani, Mr. Patel, Mahavir, Ajay, friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure and honor to be in front of you today, welcoming on this last day of the year the listing of Deccan Healthcare Limited. I've been informed this is a first-generation entrepreneurship with huge turnover, but more importantly, a very large profitability. So congratulations. As you said, BSE is the largest section in the world with more than 5,000 companies listed on its platform. Around $2.2 trillion of wealth is represented by the equities listed here. It's Asia's first and world's fastest exchange with 6 microseconds response time. The hall which you are sitting on used to be the trading hall of BSE, which was converted into a hall in 1995 when BSE became automated. In March 2012, BSE decided to start a new platform called BSE SME, and it has done immensely well. It has raised for 278 companies, 2,700 odd crores, with a market capitalization now in excess of 20,000 crores. So there is a huge demand for this platform, and every day we get a company listing on this platform. Of course, more than 20% of these companies have also gone to the main board in a very short time. The Deccan Healthcare public issue of 42,12,000 shares in the price range of 95 to 100 with a final price of rupees 100 was amounting to 42 crore rupees total, and the issue was oversubscribed 1.5 times. There were 1,430 applications from retail investors. I congratulate Deccan Healthcare and everyone involved with this issue for receiving such an overwhelming response. I wish to take this opportunity to congratulate the Deccan Healthcare Limited successful listing and wish them the very best as they forge forward in their business. and also wish all of you a Happy New Year. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a warm welcome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Ajay Thakur, BSc SME Head. Welcome, sir.
Respected MD and CEO, Deccan Healthcare, Sri Mintu Gupta ji, Mrs. Gupta, Chairman Deccan Healthcare, Sri Yazdi ji, Sri Hitesh Patel ji, Sri Mahavir Lunawat ji, distinguished guests, very good morning to all of you. In fact, I think this was the first issue which was first filed in NSE and then it got filed on BSc. So, and I think there was some technical issue and finally it got approval. And it's such tough time and challenging time when the issues of the main boards are not getting subscribed. Even the SME board where we are finding a lot of challenges, this SME company with 42 crores of issue size got a huge response from the market and it got subscribed 1.6 times. So it's, I think, kudos to the promoter and the merchant banker for doing such a great work. They require a great round of applause for this. I had met Mintu ji a few months back, tried to understand about the company, and I have understood his journey also, how he has shifted from Ranbaxy to Tata, and finally he became an entrepreneur. And he became a very successful entrepreneur. In fact, a great company, having a turnover of 40 crores with 30% PAT. If I'm not wrong, the PAT for 17-18 was 12.68 crores. And he has come with a very good valuation, I think 10-11p multiple on historical figures. And I think that was the one reason because of which investors have subscribed the issue. And he has kept a lot of space for the retail investors. Going forward also, I am quite confident that the same journey will continue. We will see a good growth in the top line as well as bottom line. With your pharma new products and the nutrients that you are providing, I hope it will be very cost effective and many people in our country will get benefit out of that. With this, I wish you all the best in your new venture and welcome on BSc SME platform. I hope that in the coming years, you will create a huge market capitalization with a very good company, with very good corporate governance, with lot of transparency, and investors will gain out of it. With this, all the best to you. And this is the last day of this year, so I'm seeing a very good company getting listed on SME platform. And we all people, we all employees of BSc are proud of you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now moving forward, may I please call forward Mr. Mintu Purushottam Gupta, Managing Director and Promoter, Deccan Healthcare Limited. Let's have a huge round of applause for him.
Thank you. I welcome the dignitaries, Mr. Ashish Chauhan, Mr. Ajay Thakur, and Mr. Mahavir Lunawat, my colleagues on the board, and all dignitaries who have taken time to come here and bless this occasion of listing of Deccan Healthcare. It is a very momentous moment. A moment where we get or we become part of those 5,000 companies which are listed on the BSE. And all this happening today is because of all the people who are here and all the people who are not here associated with Deccan Healthcare. Right from my family to investors, to the employees, to the bankers, to the vendors, to the suppliers, to the farmers who supply us their products, the customers who use our products, the BSc and their team, Mahavirji and their Pantomath team, and everyone who has put in tremendous efforts over the years to bring us where we stand. I acknowledge and thank the efforts of each and every one. We are a purpose-driven company. Since last 35, 40 years, I have been working on prevention and cure of disease. Prevention is always better than cure. While pharmaceutical, as you know, works on cure, nutraceutical works more on prevention. As a purpose-driven company, our objective was to prevent disease, create solutions that can prevent disease, eradicate micronutrient deficiencies which cause disease. And in this process, we have created over 1,500 solutions which help and prevent disease. Today with this listing, our family has grown, the number of shareholders have grown, and it has increased our responsibility, and we acknowledge and commit ourselves to the responsibility and the accountability which comes upon us with going into this next phase of the company and growing into a limited company. I thank you all for the overwhelming response and participating in the mission of the company, that is eradication of micronutrient deficiency. We have a huge task ahead. In India, there are 60 crore people who are recognized micronutrient deficiency. We have to reach there. We have to reach these people and help them educate, help them know and learn about micronutrients and how they are causing those 200 plus diseases, and how Deccan solutions can help them prevent and protect themselves. Our theme is happiness, health, and wealth. If you can protect, you save on medical bills. So protection is where we want the focus of the entire population to be. This process of purpose, helping people prevent disease, starts from the consumer. To reach the consumer, we have a huge market set up where we have almost 6,000 to 7,000 people today educating and promoting under our banner of DTA, the Deccan Training Academy, which skills people to go ahead and educate the consumer about the micronutrients and the deficiencies they cause and the disease they cause. They are backed by 200 odd employees who work dedicatedly to give these solutions, and now they are backed by a whole strong 1,600 group of investors who bring in the money to expand the reach. I thank all once again for their great contribution and aligning with the mission, prevention is better than cure. That's what Deccan Healthcare stands for. Happiness, health, and wealth for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking such a beautiful initiative in eradicating so many diseases in the country. Now, moving forward, please help me in welcoming Mr. Mahavir Lunavat, Group Founder and Managing Director, Pantomath Capital Advisors Private Limited. Let's have a huge round of applause for him, please.
Good morning all, and indeed very warm welcome on behalf of Pantomath, Bombay Stock Exchange and entire team of Deccan Healthcare. Shri Ashish Ji Chauhan, Honorable Managing Director and CEO, Bombay Stock Exchange. Shri Neeraj Ji Kulshrestha, Chief Business Operations, Bombay Stock Exchange. Shri Ajay Ji Thakur, Head, BSE SME. Minto Ji, Minakshi Ji, Batliwala Ji, Hitesh Bhai, Mohak, entire family, management of Deccan Healthcare, a lot of friends, investors, co-promoters who have listed, who are going to be listed, pardon me for not taking individual names, all partners of the IPO, once again a very warm welcome. Friends, I'm sure we are glued to the mobile screens of Bombay Stock Exchange, and I think the indicative price which is appearing on BSE website currently shows 108 as the indicative opening price, which is 8% up from the IPO price. I think what could be a better way to celebrate the listing ceremony and marking close of this wonderful year, and I'm sure we all are looking up at a very interesting and fruitful year ahead. Friends, we have seen a lot of procedural hiccups, I would say, during the listing and IPO, or rather pre-IPO of Deccan Healthcare, but I think it was all for good. Company entered into strategic tie-ups. Kent Arrow took the stake in the company. There were a lot of, I would say, kind of apprehensions, but I think those who have closely studied will endorse that all that happened was for good, and all the compliances have been not only met, but rather company has taken strong governance measures, including having independent directors of eminence. Friends, I must thank Bombay Stock Exchange team. We kind of got a lot of support and partnership, so to say, from BSE team. Thank you, Ajay sir, for leading the entire procedural requirements, backed by, of course, the listing and operations teams. Thank you once again for supporting all of us. Girish sir, thank you very much. Your team also helped, and we still kind of, I must acknowledge that the approvals came well ahead in time, and we were like coordinating with BSE team 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the night, and that is, I think, has given a lot of comfort or continuing comfort for all of us. Very quickly, 1 minute of how the market has been faring. Ashish sir, of course, you must be glued to what's happening, but I think you would be very happy to know that this year particularly the quality of companies have significantly improved, marked by two factors in particular. We have seen a lot of sizable IPOs, sizable companies coming and hitting the Bombay Stock Exchange SME platform. We have done more than 40 crores of IPOs quite a number of times in last 3-4 months, including Affordable Robotics, Innovators Facade, Manorama, and of course Deccan Healthcare. All of these IPOs are more than 40 crores. And in fact, in Deccan Healthcare, we raised close to 60 crores if we add up the pre-IPO which we did last year. Sir, we have seen many anchor participation in this year, during this year on Bombay Stock Exchange SME companies. There were a lot of companies which have pre-IPO QIB qualified institutional participation. There are
companies where the funds have exited on to the platform from SME companies. And although we have seen very subdued subscription levels, but I think the quality of investors and financial performance has increased day by day, and I think that gives a lot of comfort. And personally, from Pantomath side, I am very humbled to share that out of close to 145 listings during the year, we have managed 30 IPOs during this year, and particularly for IPOs of more than 30 crores, we are again way ahead, and we have contributed almost majority of the good large size IPOs backed by institutions. Sir, we will continue to keep up to our commitment levels and take all those efforts which are required for developing this market further, and I'm sure with your support, with your participation, we will continue to make mark and continue to introduce quality companies in the new year as well. I must take the opportunity of thanking all the partners who have helped tirelessly in this IPO, starting from Hitesh Bhai himself. He is not only a co-promoter, financial investor, but he has taken much lead in completing this IPO and shared the responsibility shoulder to shoulder. I would also thank market makers, registrars, media agency, statutory auditors, peer-reviewed auditors, company secretaries in practice, professional team of Deccan Healthcare and team Pantomath. Without your efforts, without your support, this would not have been possible. Friends, I would like to contain my address here because I think all of us are eagerly waiting for bell ceremony, and I would once again wish all of you for having a great time tonight and a very happy new year ahead. Thank you very much, and once again, indeed, sincere thanks for having assembled today morning on this very auspicious occasion at a very momentous celebration. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us a broader vision of the work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just 2 more minutes to go for the listing. So let me tell you a little bit more about Deccan Healthcare Limited. In 2010, they set up their own manufacturing facility at SID CUL Patnagar, Rudrapur and Uttarakhand. They have diversified product portfolio with over many products consisting of more than 1,500 products used for various purposes such as hair care, skin care, heart care, immunity building, etc. We have the ability to supply products in various forms such as tablets, capsules, gels, liquids, ointments, powder, paste, and so on. So let's begin with the countdown because the moment that we all have been waiting for has finally arrived. So we'll be having a really great countdown, and then we'll be seeing a beautiful company getting listed. So ladies and gentlemen, do get ready to hold on to your seats because we will be now having the countdown. And it's a request to all our guests present here that please, with your big smiles, welcome this listing. So 10, 9, come on, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's have a huge, thunderous round of applause. Many congratulations to Deccan Healthcare Limited. congratulations to the management of Deccan Healthcare Limited for getting a successful listing of the company. Once again, let's have a thunderous round of applause for Deccan Healthcare Limited. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to give out the mementos by the BSc, MD and CEO. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and please welcome Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, who will be felicitating Mr. Minto Purushottam Gupta, Managing Director and Promoter, Deccan Healthcare Limited. Let's have a huge round of applause for them. And with the BSc gong, of course. Now may I request Mr. Ajay Thakur, BSc SME Head, to please join Mr. Ashish Kumar to give out their mementos. And may we please request both of you to give out the memento to Mr. Mahavir Lunawat, Group Founder and Managing Director, Pantomath Capital Advisors Private Limited. And now to present the memento to Mr. Hitesh Patel, Promoter and Non-Executive Director, Deccan Healthcare Limited. I may request, sir, to please present it to Mr. Yesdi Jal Batliwala, Chairman and Non-Executive Director, Deccan Healthcare Limited. Yes, we can have more applauses, please. And may I request, sir, would the gentleman to please felicitate Miss Meenakshi Gupta, Whole-Time Director, Deccan Healthcare Limited. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the award ceremony by the company to BSc Limited. So may I request the awards to be distributed. Can you please felicitate Mr. Mohok over here, please? Let's have a huge round of applause for him. Thank you so much, both the gentlemen. Thank you. Let's have a huge round of applause for them, please. It's because of them that this is possible. Thank you. And now we'll be having the award distribution ceremony from the company, that is Deccan Healthcare Limited, to BSc Limited. Now may I please request Mr. Minto Purushottam Gupta to present the award to BSc Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, this calls for a thunderous round of applause. Now may I request Mr. Hitesh Patel to please present the award to Pantomath Capital Advisors Private Limited, Book Running Lead Manager to the issue. Let's have an applause for them, please. Now may I request Mr. Mahavir Lunawat to please present the award to Big Share Services Private Limited, the registrar, to the issue. Yes, we have him. Congratulations, sir. I request Ms. Meenakshi Gupta to please present the award to ICICI Bank Limited, banker, to the issue. Now may I request Mr. Minto Purushottam Gupta to present the award to MV Keeney, law firm, legal advisors, to the issue. Now may I request Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan to present the award to Pantomath Stock Brokers Private Limited, the market maker, to the issue. Now may I request Mr. Yasdi Jal Batliwala to present the award to IndusInd Bank Limited, a banker to the company. Now may I request Mr. Ajay Thakur to present the award to Mr. Yasdi Jal Batliwala, Chairman and Non-Executive Director, Deccan Healthcare Limited. And lastly, may I request Mr. Hitesh Patel to present the award to Concept Communication Limited for the Advertising and Public Relations Agency. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Let's have a huge round of applause for all of them. Please take your seats. And now, without further ado, to give the vote of thanks, may I please call upon Mr. Mintu Purushottam Gupta. Let's have a huge round of applause for him, Mr. Mintu Purushottam Gupta.
It has been a momentous morning, a great morning. Thank you all who have come all the way from distant places to this venue, to this August happening, listing of Deccan Healthcare. I thank BAC, Mr. Ajay Thakur, Mrs. Ashish Chauhan, all my Mr. Mahavir Lonawat. I am missing Mrs. Lonawat, who has been a great instrument in motivating us come here, reach here. All my co-directors, my employees, friends, relatives, and all. Thank you very much. A great happening, a great momentous day, a moment which takes us forward. Happy New Year to all. This day we'll all remember because this is the last day of the month, which takes us into a very big leap forward. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's have a group photo op over here. And once again, many, many congratulations to Deccan Healthcare Limited for getting such a successful listing. Thank you so much. Let's have a huge round of applause for our dignitaries on stage. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. It's a request to all our guests to please join us for high tea. And thank you so much for taking out your precious time and being present here with us this wonderful morning. Thank you. Yes. Also, the family members can join us for the larger group picture over here, just near the stage. Thank you.